attitude at the wrong time.
Yep.
And there's ways to say it where you don't have to be blunt and, you know, like stab that knife in and twist it.
How about me, you, Rob Ryan, and Adam Sandler, and Robin Williams in a room with Jen on the camera? Huh?
That will never happen, but if it did, that would be pretty effing rad.
DVD.
That'd be pretty effing rad.
It would be a good experience for us, and nobody would give a damn about us.
Right, yeah. Nobody would even listen to us.
Yeah, we would just be blocking it.
Yeah.
See, I am ready.
Ready for this baby boy?
I am.
All right.
Let's do this.
I'll get my big boy pants on.
Oh, yeah. Move your tray.
What up, CT?
Not much.
What up, man?
Feels kind of nice.
I kind of like
sitting
sitting over here.
Yeah.
I was going to sit over there, but I figured, why bother?
Yeah, why bother? You're sitting over there instead over here.
Over there.
I was over there.
You was right here.
Now I'm over here.
Then you went over there. You was going to go over here,
You know
but you're
why?
still over there.
I fought it over there.
You fought it over there? I fought it over there.
I fought it right there.
All right, I want to start off right now by saying, at this moment, Tom Brady has 511 yards. So,
Tonight?
right now.
Against Miami?
Against Miami.
511 yards?
511 yards.
Now, we asked, you and I just earlier posed a question after a crazy week in the NFL, you know, before everything went down, you wondered if New England would be the blowout game of the week. I don't know what the score is.
I don't know what the score is either.
With that
buddy
many
of mine.
yards, that's trouble for Miami.
It is.
Absolutely.
Even if they haven't scored any more than whenever we saw last, they're moving that on them whenever they shouldn't be. I mean, they're just blowing it out. Welker has 99 yards and 2 touchdowns, if I'm not mistaken.
What about Ocho?
Wow.
I don't know. I don't care about him. I don't like him, and until he does something to change that drastically, I'm going to continue to not like him and not talk about it.
All right, let's hit your top 5 fantasy quarterbacks.
All right. Who I've got for my quarterbacks right now, Brady, obviously. Top-notch all the time. He delivers. He delivered last year with rookies, and I mean, he's going to continue to do that. That's just what he does.
There's not a chance in hell that I'd ever pick Tom Brady.
Well, you know, that's because you would pick like Mark Sanchez, and he's
I wouldn't
terrible.
pick Mark Sanchez.
Despite the Jets connection, it looks like, from what I saw in the preseason and tonight,
Yeah.
that playoff exit last year pissed Brady off. And
Oh,
he's here to make
absolutely.
a point this year.
Absolutely.
That whole team
I'm sure that, you know.
They went out and got Ocho Cinco. Do you think Brady was not in their ear going, go get the guy?
Right. You get Ocho Cinco and you get Albert Hainsworth to go right alongside Vince Wilfork.
That's like a brick wall right there.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
That's going to be shutting down a lot of running games this year. A lot of running games are going to be shut down because of that. I did have Peyton Manning as my number 2, but obviously he's hurt, non-factor now. So instead of him, I marked in Drew Brees. I think he's looking to be a comeback player for sure. It was kind of a rough year last year for the Saints, but he's looking to get back numbers that took him to the bowl, and he started off fantastic.
Started off good.
Very good. Even though they came out on the losing end, it was definitely not because of his performance.
No. Well,
it was
the
top-notch.
The Saints represent a community affected by Hurricane Katrina.
Yeah.
And in that game, being that was the past 2 defending champions of the Super Bowl, they got behind, they got down, and they rallied back, and they fought back.
They did.
And in the second half, he actually outplayed Aaron Rodgers, which is hard to do.
Yeah.
So overall, I mean, I think that the Saints, they'll be fine this year behind Drew Brees.
Absolutely.
Speaking of Aaron Rodgers, he's my next pick. He's a very good quarterback. They've got him a little bit better protection now, which is going to help him because he got abused before, and that showed. But they're getting him better protection, and he's doing good. He's got some really good weapons at his disposal, so I'm looking for some high numbers from him.
Who's that?
Aaron Rodgers.
This guy that she wrote on here?
That guy. That guy right there.
Packers fan over there.
Packers fan.
What do you got?
Aaron Rodgers.
Oh,
Rodgers.
She BTA'd Aaron Rodgers before he got to it. See, just for the fans out there, I mean, it's not significant to the show, but let me explain the BTA. It's an old game we started playing years ago by accident. You're watching a game or a race or whatever, even a sitcom or whatever, and you say something before the announcers say it or before it happens. It's BTA, beat the announcer.
Beat the announcer.
And it's a fun game. implement it in your weekly, daily activities, especially during football.
You can do it.
I love to beat the announcers. And when I do, I will call BTA quicker than a heartbeat. So, if you ever want to have BTA challenge during the game, if we ever sit down and watch the whole game together, we'll write down the freaking BTAs. And I'll whip your butts.
I don't know.
Until you learn it, and then it'll be better.
Close matches.
We'll cut that part out, by the way. It's significant to the show. Wasting battery power.
Phillip Rivers. He's the guy I've got on my team, for my fantasy team. Pass-happy offense. Huge on making him shine. And he's got some good weapons at his disposal. He's going to have high numbers. He always has high numbers. So that's just something you can't go wrong with.
I mean, you lose Darren Sproles, you gain Ryan Matthews.
Exactly.
So it's like you're kind of,
but here's the problem. You played Minnesota and you won 24-17.
Yeah.
Look at that, 39 yards.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, Mike.
Yeah.
Need more than that.
Yeah, and then Matt Shaw. I mean, the Texans.
That's all you got to say.
Yeah, the Texans have such a fantastic offense. I mean, they went and they just destroyed Indianapolis without their top running back. Their top wide receiver only had one touchdown, and it was just all over the place. He put the ball wherever he wanted. He had good numbers, and
well, I mean, let's be honest. The Texans had the score looked great. It's a good win. There's no gaudy numbers. 220 yards passing. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing explosive here.
No.
I think it's more of the Colts losing and a combination of the Texans winning. I'm not trying to
that helps when you have a great game by Ben Tate. You know,
exactly.
Right.
Come in, not even the starter, and you know, so.
Well, Andre Johnson doesn't hurt either. 95 yards
not
on
at all.
touch.
Just even having him there
Which
as
came
a threat.
from Matt Shaw.
Yeah.
Yep.
But then you have those kind of quarterbacks that don't put up gaudy numbers. They're utility players, so to speak. A little better than that, but I mean, they get the job done. They don't lose the game. They play efficiently within the system and move
Joe
the
Montana.
chain. You know, I mean,
Joe Montana.
yeah.
Yep.
You know.
All right.
They're not all Brett Favre.
No. Brett Favre.
Bet John Madden.
Favre.
Brett Favre.
Where's Frank Caliendo when you need him?
Exactly.
I could be him if you want me to. Then we go back to the wardrobe and get changed.
Yeah.
On to the running backs. Adrian Peterson.
Boom.
Money.
He's how much richer now?
A lot. More than we'll ever see between us. All 4 of us in here.
$36 million guaranteed, 7 years, $100 million.
Wow.
Crazy. And he earned it.
And yesterday?
He is a beast.
He earned it.
He is a beast. And
Palomalo didn't.
No.
And of course, I've got Foster on my list. Although he wasn't a factor at all,
He will be.
he will be.
Well, again, the Texans won 34-7 or something without Foster.
Yeah. Now the question is, if Foster comes in and Ben Tate keeps playing like he's playing, what do? Do you rotate? Because you don't want somebody who's on a hot streak. You don't want to just sit them down and have them get cold.
No, you put Tate on third down.
Yeah. You want to keep them in. You want to at least kind of like try to rotate. You know?
Oh yeah, well you want them to have play time.
What you do is you put Tate on third down in the fourth quarter and the second half of the fourth quarter you rotate for rest.
Yep.
It's a good problem to have.
Yep.
It is a good problem to have.
Jamal Charles. Bad showing this week, but that was for the whole team.
Well, you know what? I mean, sometimes good players have bad games.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Jamal Charles.
Yeah, I mean, he was a non-factor, but he will be. Every year that he's started, he's put up outstanding numbers. I don't look for that to change, despite how this went this week.
It's mental.
Absolutely.
The Chiefs went down 14-0 kind of early. I mean, I know it's
unexpectedly.
The NFL. I know it's the NFL, but you can't get dejected. And I'm just guessing that's what happened yesterday.
Yep. Chris Johnson. Again, he had an extremely bad week. He didn't do anything flashy, nothing really at all. But it's just one game, and look at the numbers that he.
With guys like that, it's definitely not a sign to come.
Exactly.
I mean, they're gonna get hot, and they're gonna be themselves.
Yep.
They're gonna do what they do.
Sometimes it just takes a little bit to work.
Unless this just happens to be a crazy year in the NFL, and these guys just kind of flake off, and you got the younger guys.
That's always possible, but I don't look for that to be the case.
No, not
especially with him.
Not with these, with these guys and the kind of numbers that they're used to.
Well, let's mention that we talked about, did the receivers make Hasselbeck look good? The game was 17-14.
Yeah.
I mean 16-14. Wasn't a lot going on.
No.
You know. And Jacksonville won. I mean, we mentioned that earlier, but you know, McCown comes in and has a good game, and Jaguars win without Garrard or
Sims Walker
or Gabbard.
Yeah.
I'm saying, you know, they did what. Who thought that 2 weeks ago?
Exactly.
But still, Tennessee scored 14 points. So Chris Johnson alone should score 14 points.
Right.
Yeah. What do you guys think about LaShawn McCoy?
Oh man, that's a beast. He's a beast. He's a dual threat. And where's his contract?
That guy's got some wheels too, man.
Oh,
he is fast.
What's he making?
Yeah.
All right, getting close to battery power, apparently.
Oh.
All right. Well, let's just run through these wide receivers right quick. Andre Johnson.
Boom.
Yep. Roddy White.
Yards.
Oh man.
Greg Jennings.
They lost. Yeah. They won.
Reggie Wayne. I don't think he's going to be so good this year.
He's not happy.
Obviously.
He don't believe in Kerry Collins.
You can't really do a lot without your...
This is a prime candidate.
No, you can't. That's no excuse. The thing is, he needs to be the leader to step up to Kerry Collins. You know what? I'm still here. I believe in you. Let's work together. He didn't do that. He actually talked negatively about Kerry Collins.
I mean, at the same time, though, this is like a prime candidate for the same thing that Fitzgerald just went through. Excellent talent, but if you don't have somebody that can get that ball to you, it does no good to have that talent.
Kerry can get the ball there.
Maybe.
He can get the ball there.
We'll
run
see.
your route right and see what happens. Have some faith.
What do you think about Deshaun Jackson? Think he's going to be doing good with Vic at the helm?
I love Deshaun Jackson. I don't like the hot dog stuff going into the end zone. Just play the damn game and get a touchdown, put the ball down and walk out.
Yep.
But talent-wise, he's lights out.
Lights out.
Yep. And tight ends. Last thing I want to hit, at least for right now.
I have a tight end until I eat White Castle a lot, and then...
There was a football player. He went into prison as a tight end, but came out as a wide receiver.
Oh, Plex.
So, yeah. Anyway, Antonio Gates.
I bet you don't even have Dustin Keller on that, do you?
No, I don't.
It's Mark Sanchez's favorite target.
That doesn't matter because Mark Sanchez is terrible.
Hey.
I like Selleck in Philly and Witten in Dallas. That's my two.
Yeah.
And Gonzalez.
I like Antonio Gates. I like Greg Olsen.
Gonzalez in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Greg Olsen's always a good one to look out for because Jay Cutler is inconsistent. So when you're an inconsistent quarterback, just like Mark Sanchez,
he's pretty good.
Why wouldn't you go to your tight end, who's generally a big target for you?
As long as your offensive game plan allows him